Hello, I am Aoyalaipe, and I like to hop into top tier matches in War Thunder and then personally kill the entire enemy team by myself. Welcome to my channel. Hello, yeah, 3 videos in 1 week. Can you tell I have the week off? Merry Christmas, everybody. So I have the new Eurofighter Typhoon here. This is the British one. This is like the big ticket item added this patch, and this plane is amazing. Absolutely amazing. Good missiles, lot of missiles, borderline unlimited countermeasures, high speed, and a flight model from God. Everything you could ask for. There's just one itty bitty little problem with this thing. And what is that problem, yes? Well, you'll just have to watch the video to find out. And that's not me burying the lead or stringing you along. I'm saying you're gonna have to watch the video for about another 45 seconds and you'll see the massive goddamn problem pretty clearly. So in a moment, you'll see a big massive enemy players, near a hill. And my plan was to go up to them, pop off some missiles, kill, maybe half of them, give or take. More if I'm lucky, less if I'm not. Then I'm gonna duck over that hill while spamming countermeasures. And my plane's faster because the Eurofighter's really fast and I'll have cover, so good luck getting me. And the problem is right here, and is that my missiles don't freaking work. The spam rams on this thing just spaz out, don't fire sometimes. So then I fiddle with my missiles and realize, oh crap, I don't actually have any, and then I die. Just a little itty bitty minor problem that regularly happens with this plane. So I was gonna leave this match and just try again and hope the missiles work next time. Then I was like, you know what, nah, this is arcade, so I'm just gonna use one of those backups Gaijin gave me to just have a do-over. The snail giveth, the snail taketh away. And to be fair, the missiles do usually work on this thing, so you only see that glitch like one more time in this match, but like, it happens at least once or twice a match for me. When Gaijin finishes this plane, it'll be really, really good. And speaking of arcade, we have the infamous top tier arcade squadrons out here in this match today. And fun fact, the matchmaker's bugged too, actually. It's genuinely difficult for me to find something in this patch that is not bugged in some way. The matchmaker appears to have crapped out and started doom stacking the squadrons instead of separating them. You see, normally the matchmaker tries to match squads against each other. Like if you queue in, say, a 3-man squad, it'll try to match up against a 3-man squad on the other team, so it's, it's fair. But that doesn't seem to be working. Instead, the matchmaker appears to be doing the opposite. So instead of having all the ITRA, VPO, COVID, and good players fight each other, they all just get doom stacked together onto one team. This is really bad for balance, and that's also what happened here. They all got doom stacked onto my team this time. Now, normally this would be a really big problem for the enemy team, but the squadron guys aren't gonna kill them all this match because I'm gonna kill them all instead. And specifically, I got a 2-man ITRA squad and a 2-man good squad on my team. And normally, these guys would be automatically placed on opposite teams. But again, they seem to be getting automatically placed on the same team every single game. I've seen this happen over and over and over again. I've never seen them on opposite sides of the same match this patch. And, oh yes, Good is here. We haven't seen these guys in a while because they're a bit of an endangered species and have been for months. These are Rainbow Voldemort's guys, so they're clearly not endangered enough. And people really don't like that squadron because they're run by a literal neo-Nazi. Like, this isn't like a War Thunder rivalry like, you beat us, we beat you sort of thing. The issue is that people don't like Nazis, and he's literally a Nazi. This is not hyperbole. And if you've seen the video where I made fun of that guy and you somehow weren't able to figure out what the mystery squadron was, now you know. And speaking of squadrons, my decoy squadron for this match is Sharf. Yes, the same squadron again. They're getting a 2-for-1 deal, I guess. So after I posted my Alpha Jet video yesterday, I was like, alright, it's time to go murk some poor lobby with the Eurofighter and put on YouTube. And then I just forgot to leave my decoy squadron, and no one noticed because this was like minutes after I posted that video. So no one in this lobby would have had time to watch that video and then be in this lobby. Oh, and speaking of the Alpha Jet, Gaijin made an update to it, so I'll talk about that quickly. So you remember how I mentioned in my video yesterday it had problems with like flight controls? Yeah, so Gaijin nerfed its battle rating. They didn't fix the flight controls, but they did up-tier it. But they did fix the typo in the battle rating, the new F5A. Like, remember how I said that the F5A had a typo in its battle rating? They fixed that. I kid you not. Gaijin made a typo in the battle rating of a plane and didn't catch it before they released it. And it was just massively up-tiered as a result. There was absolutely no quality control this patch. Like, this is like Cyberpunk levels of quality control. I mean, Jesus, guys. And just quickly, I'll just quickly mention the tie stuff because I did more testing with it. That stuff is the most busted by far because it's gonna take a few weeks for everyone to actually grind it. So if you're gonna skip quality control, that's where you would do it. So like the F5T has messed up loadouts. The new Thai F16A has like no countermeasures. It's identical to the French F16AM, except it doesn't like really have any countermeasures, and it's the same battle rating. So like what? The Grippen's damage model just looks like this, like every single time you get shot down. Like, you can just tell from looking at this that, like, this isn't finished. And before you ask, yes, I did get that guy. Oh, and while I'm just complaining about everything under the sun, you notice how my videos today and yesterday just look a little janky, like, just a little janky than usual? Yeah, so my OBS has been freaking out whenever I try to use it with War Thunder. I guess I don't technically know if that's an OBS problem or a War Thunder problem, but I mean, it's not like Gaijin deserves the benefit of the doubt here. Okay, but let me get back to the Eurofighter and explain how the missile glitch works or how it appears to work and how you can work around it. So in order to fire your radar missile at a target, you need to lock your radar onto the target, then lock your missile onto the target, and then fire. It's a 3-step process. The issue seems to be with the second step. And I just realized there is an extremely niche mountaineering joke to be made there. If you get the joke, put it in the comments. Looking back through my footage of the glitch, every single time it happened, I got the pop-up text notification that the seeker activated, but then the seeker did not actually activate. So my guess is that I couldn't turn the seeker on because the seeker already thought it was on, even though it wasn't actually on. This is something you would, catch with quality control. So it's really not at all surprising that it made it into the live game. As for, the quick and dirty fix, locking and unlocking the target and then relocking your missiles seems to work, but that takes a few seconds, and if I'm trying to like kill 5 top tier plays at the same time, I don't necessarily have a few extra seconds. So I actually switched over and tried flying the German Eurofighter for 2 matches instead. I didn't see the glitch happen there. Now, with the British Eurofighter, it happens like every single match, but at least with the German fighter, if it happens, it's rare. There is also an Italian Eurofighter, but I didn't even bother flight testing that one. That one has just a huge problem, which is that it happens to be Italian. Now, bizarrely though, I did see this missile lock glitch get replicated not on the other Eurofighters, but on the French Rafale. I did test the Rafale a little bit, and I really didn't like it. I thought the Eurofighter was better in every imaginable way, and then Gaijin came in and totally fixed the Rafale. Like, moments before I started doing my voiceover for this video. Like, they came in and changed the countermeasures, they changed the missiles, they probably changed the flight model, I don't know. So I guess my opinion here is outdated, and I'll get back to you with a new one later, I guess. Like, this patch is very clearly still in development, and it'll be finished in like a week or 2. But like, it was released a few days ago, so that's a bit of a problem. Maybe I'll merc a team with a Rafale and rush out a video, or like the brand new Rafale we got today instead of like 3 days ago. Or maybe I'll just make a Christmas special with the MiG-23 you guys have been asking for. Because I haven't covered the MiG-23 yet, so I actually dressed one up with a Belka skin and ran around slaughtering teams in repeat like, I think 2 months ago. There were a lot of really angry people. I haven't got around to editing that video yet. People say the nerf ruined the MiG-23 like months ago, and those people are wrong. It's a very good plane. And if I wind up not being able to make that video by Christmas, like, you will get a MiG-23 video in January, I promise. Now, there were 2 other things I could and should have tried to get around the whole missiles literally not firing problem on this jet, like a sort of self-help thing. And the first thing I could have done is I could have wandered off and played Assassin's Creed Odyssey until Gaijin finishes this patch, and then come back and do my videos on the new jets in January. And that'd be a solid plan, because Assassin's Creed Odyssey is the best Assassin's Creed game ever. And if you disagree and want to argue with me on this, my counterpoint to whatever you say will be that Chain Rush is too much fun. Now, the second thing I could have tried, though, is a radar trick that, in hindsight, I definitely should have tried. This would have been the perfect opportunity, but I didn't think to do it this match. So about a month or 2 ago, I made a video on the JF-17, and I explained a cool trick that you can pull with the radar on that thing. Basically, on jets that don't have HMD, you can spam ACM mode, and being able to spam ACM mode is better than having HMD, in my opinion. Now, remember, jets with HMD can use ACM, but they can't spam it. Or so I thought. Now, to be clear, I not only tested this out with myself and got some friends and tested it out with them too, but I then asked 2 of the major squadrons if they knew a way to spam ACM mode on an HMD jet, and none of us could find a way to do it. And quickly, side note, speaking of squadrons, in the background footage, I decided to get in Chad just blow my cover because, I mean, I was gonna have to change my decoy squadron anyway, so like, what does it matter? Anyways, we were then all proven wrong by a random commentator. Please give a round of applause to Fishflies, who reached out to me, explained that, actually, Aoyalipe, you're wrong. Love your content, but man, you are just objectively wrong. And I'm not gonna lie, I thought he was just a hater until I realized he was serious and he was giving me like one of the best comments I've ever got on this channel. And so we got into Discord and he legitimately explained a way to spam ACM on an HMD jet. You bind these two buttons and then you can spam them back and forth to get ACM spam going. It's less reliable than the one button spam you could do for jets like the JF-17 that don't have HMD, because if you mess up one button press and get out of sync, but it does actually work. You can spam ACM like nuts with it. And if any of you know an even better, faster, more reliable way to do it, feel free to tell me, and if you're right, I will put it in a video. And then Fishflies explained that he is autistic, which, yeah, that tracks. I mean, look, you guys can call him whatever you want, make fun of all you want, but he knew more about radars than me, Itra, and Covert put together. So, like, get wrecked, everyone who isn't Fishflies. So, that was the best comment I ever got on this channel. Of course, apart from the super thanks guys who gave me 50 bucks. So, thank you to N7 Warhound and Stygian85 for giving me 50 bucks. And, of course, Weeball1204 who gave me 60 euros. And, thank you to all the other super thanksers who have given me in the last few days. I would say you guys make this channel possible, but, this is actually just my hobby. I would make the videos anyways, and I'm still confused why you people are giving me your actual real-life money, but I appreciate it nonetheless. Anyways, back to this match though. So at this point, I'm just killing this one guy who insists that he keeps spawning in. The TLDR of what happened here was that he was hiding out in a corner map with an Su-25 while his entire team was killed and sent back to the lobby. They're all dead. He's the last one left. And then there was a bit of a manhunt to find him, you know, this last little Su-25, and that was probably pretty terrifying. And anyways, someone eventually managed to find and kill him. And now, for some reason, he has decided to go through his entire lineup, spawning all of his planes right into the loving missiles of the enemy team, which is, So here's my semi-monthly reminder to not be that guy. Crew lock timers will expire when the timer runs out or when the match ends, whichever comes first. If you're the last guy in your team, the match ends if you leave. So that means you can just leave without consequence. Some players don't realize this, so they'll spawn all their planes for no reason and then they'll just get murked. Then they'll complain about spawn camping in chat and the other team will say it's a skill issue. You know, feels bad, man. And here we can finally see that missile not firing glitch again in like 5 seconds when I turn around. My first spam ram fired just fine, but my second one seized up. But you know, here I had the opportunity to unlock and relock everything, and this wasn't really a problem here because, I mean, you know, the guy was in a MiG-15. And yes, I will hose a MiG-15 with spam rams, because why would I ever take literally any chance that I don't have to? So anyways, that guy and his whole team are now dead. This video was a rushed job, but I will make a proper detailed guide on the Eurofighter once Gaijin actually finishes it. In the meantime, if you subscribe and ring the bell, you won't need to remember how to spell Aoyalipe next time you want to watch one of my videos. And don't forget to leave a like and comment to feed the algorithm.